Hit it with combo weapon.
What's up, folks?
Like
Welcome
this,
back
but-
to the stream.
Well,
We're live with the T5S2 Pod 65 finals, and it's a spicy matchup today. We got some Librarius,
have to advance to get
Librarius Space Wolves on the table.
him.
I have to apologize before we get into this game.
Something.
I have a hell of a cold right now, chat.
Fine like that.
So I'm powering through, but I might be a little quieter on the stream than normal because my voice is having it's on the struggle bus right now. Welcome in, everybody. Jamwan, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. All the support is greatly appreciated. We've got over here in the blue Zombie Ninja rocking Ynnead. It is the devoted of Ynnead detachment. Versus over in the red, our spicy Space Wolf master NC Conroy. He's been playing this variety of Space Wolves for quite a while.
These guys need to end up. So.
This is a Librarius Conclave Space Wolves list, and he has he's been rocking this one for a bit. Hope for my sake the Night Sleeps are wrong. Why would that be for my sake?
And pass over to you.
Don't shoot the messenger, chat. Shoot the message, which is the Imperial Knights Codex. Shoot it with a gun. We'll see if those leaks are wrong. I don't know. They do seem kind of hokey to me. It definitely is like it's not a very long. There's not a lot of context involved for sure. House of Orion with the lurking. Thank you. Appreciate that. We can talk about the lists real quick as players are completing their deployment. We are going to be rocking pretty standard mission today. It's a mission combination A, so take and hold, raise banners. I don't actually know how much battle line are in these armies. There is a Storm Guardian unit for the Aeldari.
This Wave Serpent doesn't
and
fit, right?
Between which ones?
Like here and here.
Intercessors for the Marines.
Okay.
So just one battle line unit each.
I'll just put this.
So not going to be a lot of banners being scored today. But Aeldari do have that maneuverability, so they might be able to get a couple of additional points off of that as the game goes on.
Yeah, ideally can make it fully onto this terrain if I move the Rhino out of the way if I needed to.
Yeah, so the lists, chat. So we'll talk about the Ynnead list first real quick. Thank you for the follow, La Curin, excuse me. The Ynnead list is relatively standard. Running double Autarch, a Vice-Arc Yvrain, a Wave Serpent, a 10 man of Dark Reapers, probably to be delivered by the Wave Serpent, I would imagine, plus a 5 man of Dark Reaper, 2 5-mans of Dark Reapers. Get access to those. Some additional shooting. No Tempest launchers in these guys, just all direct fire. We have 2 units of 5 Fire Dragons, 2 units of 5 Howling Banshees. Now, that's a little bit of technology that's come out more recently for Ynnead. You take the Autarch and attach it to the Howling Banshees. He has He's a little bit cheaper. He's basically another Exarch. The Howling Banshee Exarch and that guy have very similar offensive profiles. But he's a little bit cheaper than like getting another whole unit of Banshees.
Don't think.
Plus, he gives them some bonuses. You get free strats. You get rerolls on your advanced rolls, which is nice.
Getting shot unless you move your.
We then have 3 units of Rangers to stand out in the open, trigger lethal intent.
And you're good to finish.
Plus a unit of Wind Riders and a unit of Incubi as well, which is going to attach with those 2 characters, Vice-Arc and the End of Rain. Pretty standard stuff. We see these like sort of aspect spam lists out of Ynnead quite a bit now. Used to be for a while. We were playing Wraith Lords and heavier stuff, but I think that has gone the way of the dodo. Everyone's taking little tiny units everywhere. On the other side of the table, a little bit more of an interesting detachment. This is Librarius Conclave coming out of Space Wolves. Space Wolves do have some interesting synergies with Librarius Conclave because they have retained a lot of their faction-specific like specialist infantry. So they have things like Space Wolf Terminators and Wolf Guard that normal Space Marines don't have access to, that you can actually kind of like get a little bit of an additional bonus out of in Space Wolves specifically versus other factions. We're running Herald Deathwolf, I think, as a singleton. Yeah, here he is. He's just chilling. He's really hard to kill. I think I think he's probably in the running for like one of the strongest characters in the game for points. He's crazy. 85 points. He has a phase, caps, damage blank, and 1,000,000 attacks. It's wild. Plus, he's relatively fast and hard to kill. 7 wounds, T6 with a 4+ invuln
I'm
save.
just gonna call up the guy back.
And he's coming in at 10.
right here.
Move 10. We have 2 standard librarians. One of them with prescience.
Do orbital bombardment.
And then one Librarian and Terminator with Fusillade for anti-monster, anti-vehicle on his unit.
Oh, no, I think most books had it in 9th in the last edition.
I started in 10th.
Plus Lieutenant, Combi Weapon Lieutenant for the rerolls in the center of the table.
And next turn, it did something.
Yeah, classic orbital bombardment mechanics.
I don't think I ever saw it get used, but it always looked like such a cool strat.
That Eldar had a one where they would pick a point and then perform a psychic action with all their psychers. It would get bigger and bigger the more psychic actions you did. Eldritch Storm. That was pretty cool. And then do mortal wounds in a big aura. It was people were worried it was going to be too strong, but it ended up being really bad. It required like your whole psychic phase. Eldar, one of the best psychic armies in the game. It required basically your whole psychic phase to accomplish, and also a bunch of command points, and then sometimes just flubbed anyway. So it was very silly. We have an assault, jump pack assault intercessor squad and an infiltrator squad, as well as a scout and suppressor squad for utility. 2 10-man wolf guard squads. So yeah, we're asking about the wolf guard. Let's see if we can pull up their data sheet momentarily here.
And then yeah,
we got it, ladies and gentlemen.
Ready to roll for first.
So they have the. They have a slightly enhanced version of like the Terminator ability. First, they gain +1 to hit as long as they are they are being led. Looks like Eldar going first here today as well, folks.
Thing and scout.
So right now I believe what we're doing is that we're taking
marking the
combi weapons, mass combi weapons on these guys so they can inflict mortal wounds. You can use like the divination discipline out of the Librarius Conclave detachment to give them reroll once they hit wounds, so they can be hitting on 2s or hitting on 3s. Excuse me.
Coolio.
Because the combi weapons base hit on 4s and then re-rolling. And then they have access to a wound reroll on the wound roll as well to try to clip out some stuff. The other thing that we're doing is that we're taking this huge Wolfguard Terminator unit. Those guys get +1 to hit against those target. They're running a bunch of devastating wound weapons, so double assault cannons and combi weapons on them as well. So they have basically the same combo. They have a little bit more attacks because they have the assault cannons in there too. But then they're also going to gain anti-vehicle on top of that. So all of those devastating weapons are going to be devastating vehicles on 5s rather than 6s, which is big.
All right, so Range will just walk up into the area. They'll die horrifically.
Zombie Ninja scoring out area denial, sabotage turn 1. Great set of draws here. You'll have to see that. I guess to round out the list as well, we have a Ballistus Dreadnought, a Gladiator Lancer, 2 Rhinos to carry those Wolfguard around as well. Looks like one is in reserve. Ooh, a Strat Reserve Rhino. That's spicy. Getting the Wolfguard into rapid fire range is the tough part, so the Rhinos are kind of required there. But a big benefit of playing Wolfguard is that they are not Tacticus keyworded, so you can put them inside the Rhinos. And while the Librarians are, you can attach Tacticus characters into Rhinos as long as they're attached to a firstborn unit,
you can move it to
which is pretty neat. A lot of people don't realize that. It's a little bit of a cutout on the Rhino transport rules, which makes them very useful in these like kind of very unique specialist units.
Most of that. Okay. We'll just step Reapers up, not touching it into the terrain feature.
People started focusing more on score with Ynnead. Yeah, I think for sure. Being able moving on your opponent's turn during your opponent's turn is like so strong for objective denial, and the Incarn also being played in that capacity too is a huge deal. We're not playing the Incarn this time around, but that's another one that can sort of like compound those reactive effects where you kill a single unit and then suddenly like a unit's moving and the incarn appears,
Start
and so it
over.
totally like flips the game state around, right? You thought you had cleared an objective, but actually like you can put 10 OC on it or whatever whenever they need to.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
The spiders are gonna flicker and then they'll use one of their tokens, so I'll be down to 3.
Weird how Space Marines are the worst faction regarding transports. Yeah, I don't disagree. It is very strange that they are the original Rhino faction and they have the least access to Rhinos. Just because of the Primaris stuff. Just Primaris stuff being Primarist. Little move blocking technology going on right now. No Lycus. And these ones, obviously, we can't take Phoenix Lords and Ynnead. So we can't charge after the flicker jump, but we can.
Anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Can just crack into them afterwards. But again, the Aeldari would just love to
Just gonna move up to
set up a situation where like you're forced to deal with them and give them their free movement. And a body playing Yvrain with a Storm Guardian Conclave brick. That's neat.
Dragons advances can chill. Okay. And then we'll.
It feels like Yvrain is kind of like a. She's so powerful in and of herself. Like you don't necessarily need like a ton of extra work.
I will kill a guy, put a wound on the X-Arc. So
Yep.
kill
Oof.
this guy, put a
2 damage coming from Flicker Jump there. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
The craziest one we've seen is 4, right?
It's just
Like
gonna
4
be
mortal wounds.
4 spiders shooting intercessors.
Okay. I'll let Rev get done with this.
Okay.
That's all AP1, right?
Yeah, it's only 1.
I wonder if NC Conroy has a way to
3d6
denote
from
his
the other guys.
current discipline.
13.
Interesting thing about Librarius Conclave is you do choose your discipline at the start of the battle round.
4. No AP because you're armored.
You can use stuff like telekinesis to make yourself a little bit harder to kill
Kills one
with
thing.
ranged attacks.
The strength 4 twin leaf.
Usually we like lock into divination or pyromancy, I think.
Just 1.
Summary of errata changes. Poxarkers no longer benefit from Flyblown Host. The Emperor's Children Heldrake got nerfed? What the fuck?
3.
that's
Okay.
that's
Vibe.
why are we here nerfing Heldrakes?
I'll get area now in the middle.
Okay.
And then I will pass.
Sabotaging with the Rangers. They're in a little bit of danger, but I think they're mostly going to be a safe. I don't think anything can really get around the corner far enough around the Warp Spiders here to get a shot onto them.
I believe at the end of your turn, I get raised banners. Actually, I guess I don't technically control it yet. I don't. No, I do. Yeah, I get that. I'll just put it on primary slot for that one. And see what my missions are. Establish locust, extend battle lines. Okay.
Pretty easy.
Yep. Should be good enough. Rerolls will go on.
Locust and Battle Lines. Damn. What a draw. 2 great reds of secondaries from both these players.
Not shooting anything down range, so I'll just just throw it on the Rangers since they're there, I guess.
Hmm.
And
In case it does matter, the banner points go in the secondary pool. Just in case you it maxes you, basically.
did not know that. Good to know.
You stick to your home or something, yeah?
Yep. I'm trying to. There we go. Nope, that's not it. That one. Good enough. It's marked.
I don't know where the Storm Guardians are. I guess.
There you go.
Oh, I misspoke, chat. There are no Storm Guardians in this
I don't
list.
think I'm worried about an Overwatch. It would be a little spooky, but
So there's actually no battle line whatsoever. Yeah, I was looking at a different list. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I'm very out of it right now. This has been a brutal. It's been a brutal week so far.
All right. 3 guns.
So yeah, there's no banners available for a Zombie Ninja. Only NC Conroy is going to gain that. So Zombie Ninja killing those intercessors is going to be a huge deal because he's getting rid of a high OC unit and he gets rid of their capacity to score banners further on down the line.
Then we'll just turn this one into a 6 with their shrine. So you have 6 AP1s.
There's one more.
And then
12 separate Ynnead changes.
3 AP1s.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yep. They're just going to move up an inch away from you, something like this. Yeah, should be fine. Then these. You don't have anything in reserves. You don't have a way of picking anything up either, right?
No.
Okay. Move this guy up. An inch away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kairos Chaos Wyvorn, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
Ballistus. Dragons max 9.
They have assault, so the max is 15.
Okay. Well, you could token them to move 15.
Yeah,
then, right?
so they had 9. Yeah, 9 plus the D6.
All right. So you just basically have to stay.
And then I can move them in your turn.
Yeah.
Wolf Brian, how's it going?
Step him.
Nice to see you in the chat room.
Right here.
We got some Space Wolves for you here today, too.
On this line, see all these guys, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Librarius Conclave this time around, which is kind of neat.
Just.
NC Conroy has been championing this list for a really long time.
As fine as possible, so you.
So the dangerous part here
have to only be exactly right on this line if you want to shoot them.
Is going to be potentially giving the Fire Dragons a move. If the Fire Dragons move to this position and then get a big advance, they could potentially hop the ruins and get line of sight to the ballistas.
Actually, you mind if I move these guys first because I forgot about your reactive move?
I don't have one in the movement phase. Or the Rangers have one, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was lining up to shoot. Because
lists are in the bot, exclamation point lists in chat. You can take a look.
Yeah.
I think.
There you go. Here it is.
6 inches.
The magic of technology.
So that's anywhere up here.
Yeah, it's the same area. It's the area now cone.
Yeah. I think I just do it with Herald. That way.
Probably not ACO.
So I can control
the next event on my docket is
they'll do it.
DreamHack Dallas, and then I'll be at ATC, I think, or New York. New York Team Championship, and then ATC.
So there's C2, so I was contested at least.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I gotta drink my tea, champ. My poor throat.
These guys, I think, need a 1-inch advance to get on this point. Looks like.
So Zombie Ninja doing his best here to block LOS from the ballistas.
So I will advance the scouts.
This
guy had to. Yes.
Rangers won't be preventing extend battle lines as soon as the scouts get to this objective over here, because the objective in the back is obsect. But
fine. I'll just jump so he's not.
They could potentially hold the, or at least contest the objective down for a turn.
Yeah. Advancing the
downside is that if they get picked up, they could trigger a lethal intent on the warp spiders that could run into the back objective here if the infiltrators don't grab it.
2 there, just barely on the corner of that point. You will... I don't think you can walk onto this point with anything. It's too far away, right? Even if I kill these rangers, I don't have to worry about you walking onto it.
Yeah, it's too far for all the spiders.
These guys... I think... If they are who you want to move to get within multi-range of a rhino, I think I'm fine with that. So you can walk, like, way up here. Yeah. Basically, I just want to make sure that if you don't move them, you won't be able to get really that many lines of sight onto me. I think there's fine. Then I just need one right here, basically. And this guy can see these guys.
Everybody forgets that the Gladiator Lancer shoots 1 trillion times.
And
this guy's firing 6 heavy stepper shots, D3 rocket pod shots, plus 2 D6, plus 2 grenade launchers.
Well, there's zooming.
Hit rerolls and +1 to wound on them? Or I guess no +1 to wound. We're playing Space Wolves, but hit rerolls at least.
Probably not. Just...
I'm too Ultramarine pilled. Just played my brain out on Ultramarines last night.
Keep somebody from walking on my home objective. Stealing it for free. Yeah, these guys they'll be able to see the lieutenant if they want to either way, so I'm just going to...
There could be no panels without a gun attached.
See these guys, and...
You think we're gonna put reactive plating on that? Nah, bitch. Storm bolters.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
If it's not a smoke mortar, it's a storm bolter.
I think that's it for movement. That does set up for...
How did the rematch go yesterday? We won, chat, by 2 points.
As long as I kill those guys.
2 points. It was a wild game. There were like 1 trillion things that I think would have swung it one way
Let's
or another.
start with Gladiator Lancer shooting everything into the Rangers.
Yep.
I had a crazy like round 4 that could have cut my opponent to like 0 primary, and then I barely failed to contest every objective.
So
Yeah.
that's 2 for blast. So
I mean,
10 shots.
10 shots?
Mm-hmm.
John is a bro. Thank you for the follow.
Hitting on 3s. You are my oath target.
Hitting on 4s for stealth.
Ah, more correct. Let me...
Yeah, I'm about to say that you should be able to reroll the 2. I don't think you rolled any 3s.
Yeah, just double checking. Okay. Then wounding on 3s, I assume.
Yeah,
You're
just
in-
3s.
Every game you've fallen asleep, I win. Well, I
Marked.
gotta send you sleeping pills, I guess, Hippie Hunter.
8
That's the
kills.
secret sauce. If Hippie Hunter falls
I actually
asleep,
get a 4 up
we
save,
win
which is
it.
funny. Just cover. You said 8.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 guy left.
I'll just shoot the big one now.
Mm-hmm.
Both hit. Both wound. AP 4.
Zip, zap, zap.
Dead.
I have an invuln save.
Guess
He
he has
has an
cover,
invuln. He has an invuln. I'm not going to take it. We're safe.
Okay.
Yeah, there was, I think, more
Herald
shooting coming there.
the
Almost
mission
certainly kill
for
that,
me.
but that's a little bit cool piece of technology. You used to see Harlequins do that all the time to ensure that they died when they needed
I
to.
will shoot
For their like dark sadist triggers,
Triggers.
but it is optional to take invulnerable saves. You actually don't have to.
After you shoot me.
You can take
Reactive move.
invulnerable saves.
After you
So you can take
don't kill
armor
me, I
saves.
can spend a token to move them D6 plus 1.
That's fine. I mean, you can also
Alright,
shoot.
So against the huge AP stuff, you could just ensure that your guys die if you need to. It's a little bit of technology people don't necessarily know.
Okay.
Has to go into the one that shot me.
Only the one that shot, I assume. So you wouldn't be able. If I shoot with the intercessors, you can't tag up the
Yeah.
intercessors as well.
I also just have the option to run away.
Yeah.
What detachments are they running? It's Devoted of Ynnead versus
I think
Librarius Conclave. Exclamation point lists in chat gets you the lists. For those who are new to the stream,
the ballistas into you.
I haven't put in a
prediction
by the way,
blast with
folks. I
the
totally
big
forgot.
version of the missiles. You have cover your thing. Doesn't matter. I'll use the big version of both just to try and guarantee I pick up as many as possible.
Agent X in here, cheering along his Space Wolf brother.
Both hit. Both
What's
hit.
up? What's up, Antonio? How's it
You have
going?
cover.
2 5-0s.
Predictions up, folks. Get those gamblies in.
Missiles. Reroll because I'm a ballistas. 2 AP 2. You have cover.
Turbo.
420 on Space Wolves. Very nice.
That makes life easier. And well, I declare that's the end of my movement, so you can go ahead and move whatever you want up wherever you want.
You're here.
And
Ynnead stealing the objective. Give me that. I'm gonna score 5 points, bitch. That's what they say. That's what Ynnead sound like. Fair enough.
well, I can give up 2 points to kill most of this squad and gain a CP. That's probably worth it. I'm just going to charge Herald into you.
Mm-hmm.
10. He's in. Do I want to move him up as far as possible or just become in the middle? I think I'm honestly fine moving him up as far as possible. So I'll just tuck him in like right here.
Okay.
And that's it for charges, unless I wanted to long bomb something. I don't really want to do that. No. Fight phase.
So, kind of a point of order. The performing an action, it doesn't break when you charge. It makes you ineligible to charge.
Oh.
So I think he would have to declare whether or not he's doing the action before the lethal intent triggers, because that's end of phase, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
end of shooting phase.
Okay, fair enough then. I did say he was doing it.
Yeah.
I thought it broke it, so I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, so it's if he performs a move, otherwise it breaks. But
Okay. I thought
if you simply cannot shoot or charge this turn.
Okay.
When you declare an action. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll attempt a long bomb with these guys
Yeah.
then. Might as well.
Bit of a weird one.
Nope. I'll attempt it with the lieutenant as well.
All they have let's go, LT. All they have to do is kill
Not anything.
2 warp
Chill up there.
spiders. Which isn't the hardest thing in the world for this guy. He sustained hits, anti-infantry,
Fight
AP1.
phase.
He could do it.
This guy's just going to
They will minus the wound.
yes, chill. Yeah, I want him to be as far back as possible, probably.
Yeah, so it's Terminator, Librarian. I think that NC plays it a lot because of the
four is real.
really cool stratagems that Librarius gives him. But it's a Terminator, Librarian, and then 2 combi weapon Wolfguard squads with Librarian. So they all get a 4+ invulnerable save from the attached Librarian. Plus they have a bunch of devastating attacks. And he gets to bring them in rhinos as well, which is neat.
AP1.
Plus they get +1 to hit when they're led. So you can actually hit on 2s with the Librarian Smite, which is kind of neat.
And that's it for me. So you can go ahead and punch me back. I assume you don't want Harold getting involved in this.
Yeah, I would rather not.
I don't know. I think you can make a consolidation move without breaking out action, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
I am going to avoid.
Yeah, you basically fight like normal. It's just if you do like voluntary movements, then you would break it.
You're going to avoid Harold like the fucking plague.
That's fair.
It is really cool list design for sure. Yeah, it just rolls dev wounds.
So 4 guys.
You could get reroll once to hit and wound, like basically for the most of the army, for all the big units. Having mass
I'm good.
combi weapons is going to be sweet here, I think, too, because they are able to mortal wound down like the aspect warrior units, which is not something that typically, like, aspect warrior units can oftentimes survive by the skin of their teeth just by being sort of difficult to kill. They just have strong saves and invulnerables.
Tied here. Or no, you have immediate.
I own it.
But
the only get. Oh no, I'll get 5. That's not the. I was thinking of the other one.
Yeah.
The downside, I guess, is that you are bringing big bricks into,
and then I will get 8,
which can be good.
Primary
can be predatory for it. So 15 pointer for zombie ninja there.
Nothing to do. No battle shocks, so we just draw cards.
I have to
form.
declare my thing. I'll stay in real ones that hit wound.
Oh yeah. Do you want that to be able to?
Got so close to knocking this warp spider unit down. Needed to kill one more model with that lieutenant. Unfortunately.
And if I draw cards beforehand, I don't mind it. Like you say what your thing is.
Lions Custodians hate the matchup. Yeah, for sure. Okay. The Virtus Praetor lists might be a little okay. But even so, like, you have to deal with invulnerable saves on like mass medium infantry, which kind of sucks. And then also you just get devastating wounded like out the wazoo.
Yeah, Lucy over here.
Yep.
I'm just reviving. Yep, I'm using like rapid. And that thing. So you don't need a token to do it. And then you can just move 14 into my primary. Do you have a reactive move off the scouts or no?
No.
There you go. So yeah, then the special is just going to fall back and I'll get a token to move 14. And I'll get Storm and Secure.
Yep.
Over here, we need to go from 12 to shoot the LT. Just like there. Like all the Reapers could get there. We don't care what the minus to hit. And then Death Wolf is what? 2, 6, 17. With a 4th unrolled.
Yep. And blanks damage once per phase.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if putting you to a 5 here is actually worth it. I don't think so. Yeah.
Yogg-Sothoth, thank you for the follow. A lot of new players, new folks in the chat room. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Hope y'all are having a wonderful hump day. I do apologize as well, folks. I normally be a little bit more talkative this stream. I have a cold right now, which is killing me. I'm downing tea like tea and cough medicine like a champion, but unfortunately, I'm a little more quiet than normal. I will have a game streamed tonight as well. We'll see how that one goes. I'm playing an Emperor's Children against maybe the wildest list I've ever seen. It's double Ares Gunship, which is pretty crazy.
Dragon by
potentially electing not to engage with Herald Deathwolf right now. He's too strong, I think we've said. That's crazy. Getting rid of him feels so good, but if he's able to just like blank out the turn, that's pretty solid. Yeah, 2 games. So it's not going to be double consecutively. The other game's at 7 US Eastern. So it'll be in a couple hours after this game is complete.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a big weekend of streaming, chat. We got games on Sunday and Monday scheduled too as well. I haven't done full Berserkers yet. No, they've all been event games so far. But that's on the docket. Originally, I was going to schedule it for tomorrow, but I don't know if I have the energy, to be honest.
I will.
Oh, double gunship. Yeah. It's double gunship, triple Caladius Grav Tank. And that's basically the whole list. I think there's like a couple of agents units and witch seekers maybe, and like a knights and Shira or something leading it. It's wild. It's a crazy, crazy list. Yeah, all in. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to kill Ares gunships, chat. I have 3 flying units, and my guns are strength 5 AP 1. Like, maybe I just don't. We just hold objectives, I think is how it goes.
Yep.
Hopes for the Thousand Suns Codex? Ooh, that's a great question. I hope it's like a cool wombo combo kind of thing. I hope that it takes it like you can like generate abilities off your sorcerers that you can apply to other units and like combo them out to do a bunch of damage. That's what I want to see. I want to see cool movement shenanigans. Like I want to see fast stuff that like can alpha or maneuver around, and I want to see like stacking damage buffs, like stacking damage amps.
Okay, now y'all even need one.
That'd be sick.
But if you Overwatch, you Overwatch.
Kieran came across some of the videos on how to play 40k Tabletop Simulator. Started on how to play the game and not only painting models. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's the nice thing about Tabletop Simulator is that you could just get right into playing with a whole army. You can learn what models you want to play, like see what strikes your fancy before you spend a bunch of money on miniatures, which is great. If you're not in the Discord, by the way, !Discord in chat, come hang out with us. We play events all the time. We have free events starting weekly, and we run special events occasionally. We're running 2 right now. We have a total of 120 players across our GT and Youngbloods events, which is crazy.
Dragons will also come.
Well, sick, dude. Welcome into the community, man. I hope you're enjoying the game so far.
Hang on. The Serpent doesn't need to do a whole bunch. You can always just step out the Lancer and then. Yes, the last question is just fights. I think fights just want to kind of vibe.
When's Oops All Lords of Skulls? Y'all didn't vote for Oops All Lords of Skulls. You gotta hit the sub goal to choose another thing.
Would you
or give 10 subs? That also works too. If you give 10 subs, I'll do Oops All Lords of Skulls. Otherwise, we're playing normal World Eaters.
Yeah.
So considering a rapid ingress here,
drop over here.
Now, awkwardly, the Dark Reapers are really effective into the Terminators. They're like basically dedicated heavy infantry killers, so you really don't want to be like putting them in front of 2 Dark Reaper squads. That would be a little bit scary. They actually have a literally perfect profile into them, which is awkward. But a Terminator unit in the front here would be very nice. You could run in, blitz a unit with shooting, and then charge and probably knock down something important in the back line. Wind Riders, they have a 6+ invulnerable save. They're 2 wounds. T4, 4+ armor. I don't think that their defensive profile changed much from the index. They're a good unit, though. Mass shooting is always great.
Unless I dropped the suppressors instead.
Oh, good call here. Dropping suppressors out of line of sight of the Dark Reapers. You have to remember, too, there's no Reaper launcher on these things.
What the Terminators would look like in the middle here.
Excited to see what Thousand Sons Demon Princes get. Yeah, I mean, a free strat would be great, for sure. I am feeling it on Emperor's Children. Having no free strat or CP generation mechanics is really hurting. I always feel like if I had one more CP over the course of the game, like I would be so much more likely to win. And it might be it's a CP. It's like I spend CP frivolously. I don't know.
They are pretty good into me. And I probably don't want to lose that many guys, even if that meant I could run up and... just one shot each. I don't really want to get blood dry on primary over a long game, so I think I will do this.
Yeah. Down to 1.
That's aggressive as hell. Hot damn.
And then we will start the shooting. We'll just send spiders into normal intercessors again.
Okay.
Or, my bad, they have their flicker jump to take. They did do that. They're good on the flicker.
Oh, woo.
Intercessors.
Oh, woo, Mr. Bond.
For 19. 10 AP ones. 1.5.
One takes 1. Yep.
There's 1 intercessor remaining. Get to the objective. Get that extra point. Oh, no.
5
Exarch guy's the twin, the big gun. Dang.
Yay, no more banners.
Banners is done. That's it.
See if that 1 point makes a difference.
I feel like the banner points always do make a difference. Clearing out the battle line is a big deal.
Right. And then we'll just start with Dark Reapers. We'll send the Sergeant into the LT, and then we'll shoot the other 4 guys into Termies.
Started with Command Edition, started 9th Edition.
Alright.
Necrons versus Ultramarines. Yep. Learned some basic 9th Edition, and then 10th Edition to change a lot. Classic. Yeah, welcome to Warhammer 40,000. Happens every 3 years or so.
AP2, damage 2.
Expanded Necron Army and Adeptus Mechanicus and Combo Patrol on the way. That's awesome, dude. Adeptus Mechanicus versus Necrons is such a classic matchup, too.
Damage 3. Yeah, kills 1.
Damage 3.
Take on back up.
Yeah, so the timer is for competition games so that we don't go super long. Sort of like time management's another skill for competitive games, but you don't have to worry about that, just getting started.
Takes it on.
Cover. Yeah.
So right now to consider, in terms of just sort of the very basic game state, the players, the objective is called Take and Hold. It's basically the simplest objective in the Strike Force game size.
Right, and then
you score 5 victory points at the start of your turn for each objective marker you control. So NC Conroy, our Space Wolf player here, was worried that his opponent had posted up all these big guns, these Dark Reapers of 3 damage missile launchers to kill his units on this objective. So he used a stratagem Rapid Ingress to resolve a reserve in his opponent's turn to put a Terminator unit onto this objective, so that even if the Dark Reapers kill these 2 guys, these 2 characters, there's still going to be models on the objective, so NC Conroy can hold them.
And then the Sergeant.
As we have been seeing, the Eldar are super fast. They're very good at taking objectives. We see like these Warp Spiders over here stealing this objective from these scouts. We saw it over here where we're trying to get into the back and kill the objective holding units with the Warp Spiders, with the other Warp Spider units. So NC Conroy, as he mentioned, he said, I don't want to continue to lose points over the course of this game here, so I'm going to go ahead and Rapid Ingress to ensure I hold my primary. But the benefit of the Rapid Ingress is that it lets your unit come on the table and then move on your turn and shoot. Your opponent can interact with them, so we could potentially charge them. Looks like we're failing now. We made the charge. That's spooky. That's really spooky. That's I'm just gonna be lights out for a couple Terminators here. We'll see. And but when it comes back to your turn, your unit can operate normally. Whereas normally, if you come out of reserve, you teleport or you come off the table edge, you can't move that turn.
That'll be that.
So Rapid Ingress is a big deal for that.
No.
Yeah. Just trying to get rid of some of these.
Ability for 1,000 Suns Demon Prince will be once per game. Mists of Deimos for him and a friendly unit within 6.
I think he's.
That's just Mortarion, right? Oh, and Mists of Deimos going to reserve? That'd be wild, dude. People would hate that.
Yeah, no heroic.
Okay. For the fight phase, the Autarch will use his free strap.
So NC Conroy considering a countercharge with Herald Deathwolf here, I think, into the Howling Banshees. The Howling Banshees are particularly bad at killing Herald himself because they have low attack volume and they're only anti-infantry. So Herald being a mounted unit isn't affected by that.
Think about Armor of Contempting. You're all AP2?
The 2 damage 3 weapons are AP3.
Okay. I won't Armor of Contempt then.
There we go. Alright, we'll start with the damage 2s. 2s, reroll 1s. And then winning you on 3s. 5 invulns.
Kills the guy on 1 health.
Hey.
Great roll for NC Conroy, damn.
All hit. We'll use the shrine here. So you have 3 invulns, 3 damage each.
Kills 1 more.
Right, and then we have the character. Zero ones. And then on 3s. 4 more invulns, 3 damage a pop.
How much each?
3 each.
Kills. Yes. Does this guy? He does not walk up there, so I'll kill these 2.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
That charge is a big deal.
And then I'll punch you back.
And then feel free to kill him.
Walks up to there.
I'm curious to see whether or not they actually clear out the unit here. We're very low on in volume now.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
We do have a bunch of
5,
power
6,
fists, which will help quite a bit, but
14, hitting.
they're a little overpowered into these profiles.
And rerolling 1 state.
Interesting. Niall went from a Terminator to regular Primaris. He had a Primaris or a Firstborn, just like Power Armor profile previously.
And on 2s,
I think he turned into a Terminator guy in like 5th edition.
It's just 18
But classic Niall was just a dude. He didn't have Terminator armor. You could take him in either, actually. There were 2 profiles for him for a really long time.
No, that's them all dead.
Jesus. Okay. I guess I spoke too soon. Holy shit. Reroll wants to hit and wound when you're
then
when you're
consolidate.
Um,
I think.
Winning on 2s is, I guess, pretty good. Turns out.
Yeah, I should be able to consolidate him this way and still be closer to the middle.
So we killed half the Terminator squad, or four Terminator models out of it, but we lost an entire Howling Banshee unit and gave them some movement.
Further, so you'll need to come a little that way. Yeah. That's literally all you have to do is just...
And now they're going to be able to access the Dark Reapers. That's terrifying. You can't really afford to go and get into the Incubi unit, though.
I'll get secure.
These guys are going to get fight first from the Vice Arc.
Secure for 5.
And rerolls from your brain. This unit's actually hyper deadly.
Over to you.
Okay.
So NC Conroy is going to have to be worried about where they end up. Plus, if he kills a unit, whatever they're threatening to charge can just move out of the way. Or that Incubi unit can move up into a position to heroically intervene. It's why playing against Ynnead is like such a nightmare, because they can constantly react to what you're doing on your turn.
What is my marked for death targets?
Area Denial is the draw for NC Conroy. Are you kidding me, dude?
The Wave Serpent and this Banshee squad.
Okay. Well, that's just going to be a command point at the end of the turn, I think. I will score...
Yeah, y'all had Runic Armor. Yeah, there was an old hokey model with him in Runic Army.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, man, I found it.
Yeah.
Chat. Look at this. Look at this absolute Chad right here. One of the greatest models ever made, ever designed by human hands.
I think I want to...
Ever sculpted from the illimitable mind of an artist.
Squad?
Incredible.
And...
Why did they ever resculpt him is my real question. Because, like, I don't think he needed it ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. These scouts are going to walk this way. Do you wish...
Well, her base is so small for their feet.
Oh, no, they're just chilling. They're chilling.
The scale was a little different back in the day. I think that 25mm round was like the industry standard too. So I have a suspicion that it was widely available.
This is going to...
like way back, you know. The best were old Terminators. Metal Terminators were like, wow, they had overhang was insane.
Those Dark Reapers where I am. I can actually see the wood back into those Incubi, so he might actually just move up to here.
Oh. Glorious.
then if I 30 inches from
You used to buy them in individual packs.
Not gonna get the
Look how fucking big they were
grenade.
on a little tiny baby base. And they were 25. They were on this 25 millimeter little base. They're so big, dude.
This guy wants to walk straight.
Incredible.
This way.
Absolutely phenomenal. But that was just sort of the standard. Like, I don't think people had really considered infantry being different sizes for a really long time. All the way through, you were either on a square base, I think, through second edition, or you were on a 25 mil round. Basically, every infantry model was on one of those two.
That line.
Look at this.
Keep in mind the reactive move after you shoot me.
Classic Wolfguard Terminators from second edition, dude.
Yeah.
Looking good.
So if I roll a 5 to go into combat with enemies.
I do like the bigger bases, though. They do frame the models a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
The scale creep is kind of whatever. I understand the need to scale creep. It showcases your like sculpting a little bit better, but
Pop back to this corner.
it is it is kind of unfortunate.
I think I'm probably fine with that because Harold is coming up here too.
Yeah. And then this one is fight first, real wounds.
Yep.
Interestingly, the incubi are only rural wounds
Is that gonna
if
be
you start the fight phase engaging your brain. If your brain actually isn't engaging anyone, her ability doesn't proc. It's really weird.
Though, so
I really don't like abilities like that. I think they're a little bit too narrow, but like there's some counterplay, I guess, which is what they were going for.
Walk up to here.
But it feels like it's too easy to ignore.
Then this lieutenant needs to stay for area denial, so he's just going to chill where he is. I don't think anybody's getting out of the rhino. I'm going to attempt to move these assault intercessors. Do you want to overwatch?
Yeah, we'll try that one. Right, so 4 normal guns. For 18. And on force. 8 AP1.
Sure. Is this ignores cover, I assume?
Yeah, this is all ignore cover.
Take 1.
Okay. Unlinked gun. For 2. 2 AP1.
Kills that guy on 1.
Alright, and then the strength 5. And then we'll use their shrine to turn it to 6. So you'll have 6 at AP1.
Kills 1.5.
Okay.
So they are just going to be moving this way.
Alright, and then the rangers will trigger their reactive.
Yep.
5 inches. You have what? 2 guys touching it?
Yep.
Okay, so if we just back up to like the very back edge with everyone except 3 guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Then this ballistas will walk over here so it can see those guys now.
Mm-hmm.
Do something like that. And yeah, you can leave me any room to drop anybody in there, so I guess I could try and kill these guys like way down here, but that seems silly. I think. Yeah, so I shoot these guys, but you'll only be able to get with engagement if I shoot you with the Terminators, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I hold on to them. The Rhino in reserves, I think I hold on to for now as well. All right. Shooting. So we'll just start with these scouts shooting everything into these warp spiders.
Okay.
So I'll do the bolt guns first. Just one, no AP.
Alright. You look good.
Sniper. Nothing. Missile. I didn't say which version I was using, but I'm using the blast version.
Yeah. It's just four. They're four. They're down to a 4-man.
Oh, okay. I'll take out one of the hits. 2, no AP.
Fell 1.
1 damage.
Yep.
And then the pistol from the leader. Just 1, no AP, I believe.
Kills a dude.
Okay.
Actually, we'll kill this dude and leave the guy that's over here for that one. My bad.
Yeah, I think I'm going to shoot the Gladiator Lancer. I guess I can't see. That's fine. I'll just charge into him. I'll put the Icarus rocket pods into these guys, and then everything else into these guys, I think.
Okay. So the stabber and the big gun.
Yeah, I guess. Am I that worried about? Actually, I'm gonna hold off on that for a second. I want to. Let's do Ballista's gonna shoot its blast missile and its big las into these, and then the little guns into the warp spiders right next to it.
Okay. Just last one to hit the Rangers.
Yeah, okay. Las. Let's come Ballistas. Both hit. Both wound, AP3. You have cover them.
Make one fell 1. My bad.
Okay. Was this going on a multi-wound guy or just you didn't say?
Their Rangers are all 1 wounds.
Okay. Then the blast will be 2d6 plus 1. So just 5. Hitting on
The freeze missed.
Yeah.
You're upset that he's Nyalt in the list? Is that what you're saying, Volibearable?
And the warp spiders right in front of them. Twin linked. 3, no AP.
Librarian, more like library off this army list. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about these infiltrators. I wanted to move them up. Do you mind if I do that real quick?
Yeah, if you just want to shuffle them up, that's fine.
Yeah, they're just moving up to like here.
Yeah, just more shots from the spiders and shit.
Yeah. Yep. I always forget to move them. I make a note, like, don't forget them. They're behind a wall, and then I always do.
Yeah.
I think I am fine with these guys getting an engagement range there. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot the Terminators into these guys.
Okay.
And see what happens. Only one is not within half range for the thing.
Runic Conclave. That'd be cool if they get a
seven
rune priest detachment in the new codex too.
Okay.
I think that'd be kind of neat.
Weapons, so I guess the 3s won't wound you now, but
yeah.
I'll hit.
With the new wolf priest coming out, maybe we get a wolf priest attachment.
They get +1 to hit if they're shooting into their oath target.
You'll get and you ignore hit mods.
Yep. Then 4s are devs, rolling 1s.
Oof.
So that's 5.
2 will kill the Clavix. And 3, 4, 5.
Then the special weapons. These are not anti-infantry. They'll actually be wounding you as normal. But it's -1 to wound, right? So they'll be wounding me on 3s.
Yeah.
Like these are sustained. 1s. So that would be 2 devs and 9 no AP.
I lost 4, so I can take 5.
This is a lot of DACA coming into these guys right now. Hot damn.
So 5 3-ups. Fail 2.
Jaws of the World Wolf was wild for sure.
We're good.
I remember in
you'll kill another 4 guys.
5th when the 5th edition codex came out and they released Jaws of the World Wolf. I played against another Space Wolf player who was really excited about
all +1
Ragnar Blackmane's new data sheet. So he painted up a nice new a Ragnar Blackmane.
So
it was his old metal model.
2 devs and then 2 saves.
And then I Jaws of the World Wolf and clipped him, and he rolled a 6 and failed his initiative test and died on turn 2 before he did anything. He was really mad.
Saves.
This is a stupid mechanic.
I see all of you saying.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if he sees it. If any model in your unit can't fully see the model, I have cover.
That's correct.
Yeah, I have cover on. So make 1, fail 1, fail 1. I think about your dead.
Oh, cleared the incubi, so we lose the dual attachment now. But that does trigger lethal intent.
There was only 2, I'm pretty sure, that you had to roll, because the other 2 were dev.
Oh, okay. It's only 2 I had to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Then if it's just dev, then yeah. The dev will kill an incubi and then damage.
D3.
Okay.
So, just
so now if the incubi are down, we're probably going to see the Dark Reapers pull back, I imagine.
And then
as the lethal intent move to try to blank the charge.
4 up.
Or we see the Rangers pull back to keep themselves alive for a turn.
She'll take 3.
Okay. I assume you do not want to try and tag me in combat anymore.
We are vibing.
That was a great shot from these Terminators. Damn. Clip that whole unit.
Then I will shoot. Rhino can't see anybody, so this guy is just going to shoot. See if I can see your brain from where I am. It'd be. Yeah, I definitely can.
Just pop a missile launcher at her.
Does Vizark have fights first if he is not leading a unit?
He's not leading a unit now.
Okay. I will put the big gun into your brain and everything else into these Dark Reapers, I think.
Okay.
So, big ones. You're my oath target still. Is the -1 to wound still for this?
It's still the end of the phase, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's
still 2 AP. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 on your influence.
Hey, she's dead.
Yep. Then everything else into the Reapers. So I am not within range for the blast gun. It'll be D3. Well, just 1 for the rocket pods. Hits. Wounds. AP 1, but you have cover.
Alright, good.
Then the stubber. 3 shots on 3s. I'll hit. I'll wound. No AP.
I'll take the first 2 on embalms. Go both. So it'll kill the Exarch, and then I'll take an armor save for the third one. He's good.
Okay. Yeah. Then I forgot these infiltrators shooting into the warp spiders. Why they're here. 10 attacks on 3s.
And of course, oh yeah, Deer's ship.
7.
It's like AP1.
No AP. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, these are the heavy ones. Okay. You'll kill a dude and put a wound on the air. Sorry.
Yep. So I'm gonna try and charge over there, probably. Just there.
Is that the end of your shooting space?
I got Lieutenant left. Guess I'll just shoot into the Dark Reapers that's closest to me. Because I don't think I'm seeing anything fancy. So just 2 shots on 3s and 4s or devs. Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the end of my shooting phase, so you're free to do your movement.
Yep. We can token to get to here, and then you have to think about what you're wanting to do for area denial. So I have to kill this entire unit.
Interesting lethal intent move there.
Which is fine.
Oh, wait,
Then
I
I think
forgot about
might spend a CB for Dark Reapers to shoot Terminators.
Okay. Yeah. I did forget to shoot Harold, but I guess he's just a pistol, so it probably won't change anything.
Yeah, we're just gonna spend it for. Oh no, I'm out. I am out of CP because I overwatched and then minus 1. Yeah. Feel free to continue with your thing.
Okay.
Then I'll be
Charge phase.
No token.
Well, scouts are always charging the warp spiders over there.
Yeah.
10. So they're just going to do this basically.
Yeah. They got enough movement to do a donut around them.
Yeah. I'll just do it where
My co-commentator's here, chat.
He can stand like.
Will she give us her insight about effective lethal intent movement?
Do I care about these Wind Raiders that much? I don't know. Harold going back. And I could charge here.
Treat for Inky. Inky. Chat wants to give you a treat. Here you go. Yeah. Here.
Alright, charge back. Make you come to me to shoot them, which is not very difficult for you to do. You got all these guys.
She thought about her treat. She'll have it later, probably.
Okay, Solid Intercessor is charging the Rangers. Unless I wanted to make a 9-inch that way, which I don't really want to do.
Hey.
You don't have any...
A chocolate shake?
Oh,
We should have a chocolate shake.
I do have...
I had some chocolate ice cream yesterday, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you're more than able to stay out.
Mortals, just 1.
Yeah.
Then... I think Harold's the one turning back. I'm going to charge Harold into the Warp Spiders.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, so one of these units
Spiders
can gain fights first if they're below starting strength. So it might be that the lieutenant into the warp spiders could be dangerous because he's wounded already.
What are these Wind Raiders like in melee? Nothing fancy.
Yeah, they're just idiots.
So I'm going to multi-charge here and here, I think. 10.
Big charges, jeez.
You there. Let's do the back ones first.
So this is a ton of damage.
There.
Both these players have a lot of stuff in the chamber still too, which is like kind of crazy.
And
Because Space Wolves have those two. Please don't
you
unplug my
there,
microphone,
so you can
Inky.
base
Please don't.
you there. And then I need to make appearancy is good.
He's got those two Wolfguard combi bolter units, but the Aeldari also have an entire 10-man Dark Reaper in reserve as well, or quote unquote reserve in a wave serpent.
This, and because I'm forced to even not be in engagement range, so I can keep currency. Or no, this guy just he moved his max 10. He can't move any further than that. So. Yeah, I think that means that this guy's forced to chill here to make coherency happen, and then this guy would be free to just sit like there to make coherency happen. I think that's good.
Reasonable.
And yeah, you took away what these guys over here were doing, so fight phase.
I'll give the Dark Reapers fight first.
Okay.
All right. We'll just punch you with some random kicks real fast.
Yep.
3s and 5s. They're gonna die anyway, so we'll just try and we'll say you have 5 2-ups to make.
And I'll make them.
All right, good talk.
Good. Don't think I want to. Yeah, I don't need to spend anything to buff these guys. So, it'll just be these 3 going into the Dark Reapers. Then this guy's not going to be able to fight, and then these 2 into the Wind Raiders.
Seems legit.
So, into the Dark Reapers first will be 9. Rerolling 1s. Those 2 plus 1 more for sustained.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2s, rerolling 1s, so that's 10. AP minus 2.
Yeah, they're done.
Okay. Then the 2 into the Wind Riders. I'll do the fist first. Two. AP 2.
Just 6-up embalms / save. Kills 2.
Then the Librarian for I forgot to roll his see if he blows himself up. He does.
Hey, he does.
Dang. See, makes us feel no pains. He does. Okay, he takes nothing. That's funny.
Easy
Do
game.
you get the funnel pains to the hazard?
Yeah, if it's a hazardous for a psychic weapon, it counts as the psychic damage for Fiona Pains.
Seems legit.
For some reason, doesn't really make sense, but
Okay. And you just have his bonks.
Yeah, his box.
that is the ruling.
Ones. I think he hits on 3s.
He hits on 3s.
Yep.
And then winning on 3s.
1s. 5.
Make 1, so 4d3. 1 at a time.
First one, 2.
Kills a guy.
Second one, 2.
Kills a guy.
Third one, 3.
3.
And then 2.
Okay.
Oh man, that's wild. What a roll.
Termies. I
Termies did dummy things.
don't really want to consolidate because I think I'm forced to touch the Vizarkin. I don't like them. I don't want to touch them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's understandable.
As much as it would be cool to touch the Dark Reapers.
They just have to go towards the Vice Arc, but they don't have to go into engagement.
To the guys inside the Wave Serpent next turn.
You only have to enter engagement. The unit has to end engaging an enemy,
Let me look at the Vizark.
but you're only required to go into engagement if you can base.
1 would be 4.
Then you have to
It has, like,
base.
precision, so you might be able to precision on my guy, but I'm not that worried about it because they are not living to next turn either way. Yeah, I think it's better just to tag you and just slim down your options because these guys ain't living it no matter what I do.
Everybody wants to shake.
They were the missile. I sent them and they did their job.
Always
Oh, yeah.
shakes.
So
Follow bearable. Look what these Terminators just did. Look what they just did to this Eldar army.
forced to tag him.
Insano damage right now.
Go like there or whatever.
This ranger's dead.
Yeah. Then the scouts into Wolf Spiders. To
Okay.
the close combat weapons. 8.
Three.
3, no AP.
They're good.
Uh-oh. The sword. Uh-oh. Just 1 AP.
He's good.
Oh, tanked.
Okay. Then important one over here. I'll start with the Lieutenant with combi weapon, I suppose. 5 attacks.
Mhm.
On 2s. Oh, 1 sustained. You're rolling 1s because you're on the middle objective. So 5 AP 1.
Fail 1.
Jeez. Well, kills a guy in 1 health. Then, oh, Harry. Three, 2 AP.
All right. Kill 2.
Okay, then his extra attacks. 3, 1 AP.
I think you probably get the spiders here. Yeah. Only just.
Phew. I didn't kill these guys, unfortunately, but that's probably fine. I think that's everything for me, so you're good to fight with the Vizark and the Dark Reapers and stuff.
Yep. We'll just go with the 2 spiders real fast. 1 hit. Nothing. Vizark. Yeah, we'll just. Yeah. And then we'll just strengthen defenses with the 4 attacks.
Okay. Do you want to precision out? I guess you decide whenever you.
Yeah, we'll just hit you on 2s and then we'll you on 5s. 1 just damage 3 on a Tony.
Kills 1 guy.
Hey, we killed a dude. Reapers.
Yeah, awkward that the dueling stance is anti-epic hero, not anti-character. So because it's a generic librarian, he can't duel him.
Pitch marked for death for a command point. And
Oh,
score
rip.
area denial. And I believe that is everything for me.
Yep. So it'll just go over to me and I'll get a 5.
Oh, that was a slam there, chat. Hot damn.
Oh, maybe should have scored. Battle shocks, just spiders. They're battle shocked. That's fine.
So now
Containment and bring it.
Eldar have to contend with another another Rhino coming out of reserve and deal with the Terminators at the same time, and they lost their big
And bring it down.
their big melee brick.
I think we get small containment. That's it. Yeah. All right. Our Banshees don't need to do anything. We'll just.
Yeah, fail them or you can't fail the charge.
Yeah.
I suppose it might matter if I want to rapid, so.
Yeah. With that. They killed these Termies. And other shit. Okay. The Vizark's gonna fall back.
Now, it felt like a huge gamble with the Terminators, but it seems like it worked out.
Oh, yeah. Like, them killing Yvrain was pretty good. go 3 and then just go up to 6 and kind of screen something. Enough. He needs to move back 1 inch.
You can spend a token if you wanted to with a minute or two, I suppose.
Not super interested in it. These Reapers are gonna fall back. Where is 12 from you at? 12 from you is there. Which is like a maxed out move almost for most of the squad. So yeah, I think just do that. Wave Serpent. We got like 10. That's a half piece. So that's 1 more inches. There you go. So yeah, it has 1 more. We'll end up starting tuning it. Because it was 8 more. In my mouth, but it gets a little bit more freedom. You have to rotate 6 on that on the objective. I'm able to shoot some amount of this. Dude's out.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you, Terminators. You did your job.
Sorry, you're giving these guys a lot of credit.
I think they're pretty well statted, the Kill Terminators.
I believe in the power of 4-ups.
Oh, the issue is I might have wasted all my 4-up luck earlier because I did roll hot for some of my saves.
Yeah, I just don't have any grenades or anything just random I can throw at you, which is the sad part of this.
Mm-hmm.
You have like what, a 3-man suppressor?
Also,
And
the
a
whole
rhino. Yeah, the whole rhino is like problematic.
I assume here you want me to set it here so you make sure I don't just slap it down here.
Yeah. Which
I think you're good.
hey, we're good. Accidental screening is the best type of screening. I guess it is kind of important. So we'll see if the spiders can even fall back without dying. They're battle sharks, so that doesn't matter. Two of the spiders die. One of them will die. And then he is just gonna fall back 12.
You don't have any issue getting line of sight to this guy, I don't think, if you want it.
Yeah. I have to bring it down, but like I think I'm just gonna cycling that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Fliga
she was like,
Rouge, thank you for the follow.
guys,
Appreciate you.
9. Yeah, we got someone on with shooting into this. And that's not great. I think we're just gonna have dragons. This way. And pop out with his existential threat of Terminators.
Okay.
Feel free to wrap it if you wish.
I think I do. I think this rhino is just going to get slapped down. There
you go.
Wherever 9 away from you is. All right. There. Looks good. I don't think. Yeah, that's more than 9 away. So. I think that's good. You could charge it, but I don't think you'll be able to wrap the entire thing and stop me from getting out. So that's fine.
I have a 6-inch pylon consolidate for a token, but that's the only other thing.
Yeah. And then you would also have to not be charging into the intercessors right in front of you. So. Yep.
Alright. So you're down to 3. Alright. Time for the fun thing. Shooting phase. We'll start with dragons and the Terminators. Melt is 6. I don't think matters. 3, 4. I guess it does because we get to Librarian.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just start with the normal guys on 3s and then 3s. 1 invuln.
I'm good.
Alright, melt to 6. Hits. 1 save.
How did I manage that? It's sitting on top of it.
Impressive.
Huh. Never seen that before. I'm good.
Alright. Yeah, that was good, everything. Yeah, we'll just go Dark Reapers. We'll pump. It's going to have to be all 10. Yeah, because we need this dead. So we're going to call 10 into him. Not off to a great start. Off to an even worse. And then we'll use... Yeah, we'll just use both the tokens here to say you have 6.
Okay.
And hopefully we kill more than that. Okay.
Kill 2.
Alright. Yeah, and then the Sergeant hits. Sergeant will wound.
Okay. Simply roll 4 ups, and then...
Yeah.
Yep. Who needs a game plan? Just roll.
That was a crazy set of saves there. You saved 9 out of...
Happens sometimes. Dragons
what is that? 7 out of 9 saves.
At this point, has to shoot with Hermes.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal.
Yeah, we'll just start with the plate lamps. It hits. 8 wounds.
4 ups for days.
Yeah. And then the shuriken. It is strength 6, so you have 3. Probably be 2 ups for the majority of this. Yeah, you have 1 guy with cover, so 2 ups are well.
I mean, if you want to say you backed up enough where if he wouldn't have cover, I don't mind.
It doesn't matter because he lives anyway.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. We'll go with Banshees. We'll just shoot everything into the JPI.
Yep.
We'll start with the Melta. It's 1 JPI is splatted.
Get the guy on 1 health.
Yep. And then we have the 5 pistols. Just 2 AP1s.
Do I get cover for both staying in the same terrain feature?
Yeah, as long as you're wholly within the template, you get it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, then I'm good.
Yeah, I think he makes it. This is so bad.
Sorry, I'm low energy today, chat. I apologize.
really feeling it right now.
Charge them. We'll charge.
I've drunk all my tea.
Touching me. Dang, she's touching me.
We'll just roll 7. Three.
I'll have what she's having.
Striking on this side.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll just go like that with the Banshees and then accept the fate of this. Alright, start a fight phase. Banshees will get 6-inch power and consolidate.
Yep.
I'm gonna be at CPL. Yeah, we'll just go. Normal checks. Yeah, there's it. And then on 3s. 5 AP2 damage for you.
Good.
Hey, they're red. And then 6 inches will get in combat with the Rhino.
No, it's because it's on my Twitter.
That is just in the wall. And then yeah, you can punch it back.
Okay. Just the Rhino, so 3 ticks on 4s. Nothing.
So your strength 6, it should be a 1.
Oh yeah, 1, no AP.
Put a wound on the X-Arc.
Okay.
Okay. I will get 3 for twins or containment, and then I'll just bring it down.
That's good.
Here you go.
Alright. I
Three.
got a battle
Yeah, we got a
shock.
two.
Yeah, I think guaranteed the battle shock on the Terminators, and that's it. So, okay. 15. See what my missions are. Bring it down and cull the horde. You don't have any hordes to cull, right?
No, there's no horde. Yeah, there's no hordes.
Engage on all fronts.
Yeah.
That's doable.
Yeah, that's good.
I probably should auto pass these Terminators then. Yeah, I'll auto pass them.
Mhm.
And put Oath on. Guess these fire dragons. Make sure these 3 guys kill them. Yeah, sure. Issue with building your whole list so that you don't need a oath is sometimes it's difficult to decide where your oath goes.
Yeah.
So, I think first this is always happening. These are the guys that do not have the reactive move.
Maybe. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Make sure I am doing the actual measurement, not the what the thing shows, because it's not super accurate.
Mhm.
That's too far forward.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I'm red. Like, I feel bad for calling, but I really think this girl.
Just do something like.
Okay, I'll probably just keep in touch with you.
This.
I've tried calling the office, but I don't know if it's my phone or their phone.
And then they're just going to move 6 up to here. Herald. know if I really need him to do much here. Lock these guys up. You want to overwatch with your one warp spider? I got a message saying that he's having trouble connecting to the Discord call.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've been seeing that pretty consistently about the last couple days. Sometimes it just like bounces you out.
I'm not going to count my eggs before they hatch, but I think it's looking pretty decent for me at the moment.
Yeah, those Terminators did work for sure. They killed like 4 separate units plus characters. Pretty wild. Sorry for the delay, chat.
Yeah, whenever I was doing that, I was like, this is either going to go awfully or it's going to work out in my favor.
Yeah,
I can't really
Yeah, they
can't afford to get bled dry on primary.
There we go. It was taking forever to disconnect.
Okay. Yeah, what button starts the timer back up? No, not that one. That reset it.
I can set it back to where it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just try and move quickly. That way it's not stalling. I assume you didn't want to overwatch with your one warp spider.
Oh, no, this one spider's being a guy, being a true hero.
This one's just gonna walk up to like here, I guess. This rhino. 4, 8 to there, and then I'll just be able to drive up there if I need to.
Okay,
I guess
it should be reset.
Walks
Yeah.
that way, so 4-inch charge there. And
I'll fix, chat. The technical difficulties of the day.
I chill where he is. These infiltrators
Partners 316, how's it going? Nice to see you.
chill where they are, so
We're having kind of a chill game. I do have a cold right now, so I'm a little quiet, just to try to save my voice.
this guy's going to fall back.
I'm gonna go take a nap after
When he
this.
falls back, I will move the Banshees.
No, do you just get to move like a flat D6 or something?
D6 plus 1.
Okay, let me see if I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I'm probably
you can-
fine with that.
On a 3, they'll get behind the wall.
I think I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So I'm just going to slap this guy like over here.
And then we will token. Hey, they don't go behind the wall. At least not completely. Because they're only going to move 3.
I would be able to see you with the ballistas either way, so it was
Oh,
not the
yeah.
biggest hit.
And then they're just going to vibe.
This is just going to walk up to here. And I think that's it for this movement. These guys could get out, but I'm honestly not that concerned with it. But I'll get them out so I'm not getting hemmed in anywhere. They will not be able to charge this turn, so they're just going to chill.
Interesting thing about the Wolf Guard in this build is that we're rocking them with melee weapons, so they have heirloom weapons, so it's 25 AP1. And they still get their invulnerable save from the character. So they're kind of able to play best of 3 worlds. They're solid at shooting with the combi weapons and the bonus, like the plus 1 to hit combi weapons. They have a lot of melee attacks, and they also have a 4+ invuln save.
I might be able to see that one guy to shoot him, but that's about it. Then reserves, got to bring these guys in before they blow up. They'll just calm down back here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they can fit.
Yeah, you should be able to fit them.
Maybe not.
Oh, shit.
I might have to switch them this way. Okay, I think they're not going there. Probably fine. Just can throw them like in the middle somewhere to shoot some banshees. fine there. Shooting phase.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with. I forgot to move these Terminators. That's a
You are gonna move them. I will Overwatch with the Reapers because try to get
that's fine.
something out of this.
You already used your 6s though for them, right? So,
Yeah, I already used that. 2 hits. Two wounds.
Kills
Will
one.
return me. Sergeant.
Just take this one.
This is okay. That was all.
Shooting phase, I will start with Gladiator Lancer, just shooting everything into. Yeah, I'm not. I guess I can see the Fizzark back there. So I'll shoot the big gun into the Wave Serpent and the 36-inch gun into the Berserk, just because I can. So, big gun. Use my 1 hit reroll. Both hit. Use a wound reroll. Just 1 AP 4 into your Wave Serpent.
5
You
up.
got cover. Okay. Was that with cover?
It's 5 up and 1.
Okay. So damage would be 8 damage.
He is down to 5.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to spend 1 to grenade you with the Wolf Guard. Just 2. Then I will spend 1 to assail you, which is my Psyker Grenade from the library leading the Wolf Guard. 2. Okay, then. You weren't supposed to survive. That's... Alright, I got other stuff to shoot at him with.
That is the activation off the Lancer.
Yeah. Well, I did that before. If you want to move him, that was before I did my grenades and stuff, so...
Nah, he's not moving. Or you saw the Berserk to shoot with the thing. That's what I was asking.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah. My bad. I got so excited to try and kill this thing.
I'm surprised it lived.
Just... How would your toughness in the Berserk? T3. Oh, 2, okay.
T3. Yeah. He takes the damage.
Then... Yeah. Wolfguard gonna shoot everything into the Dark Reapers. It will be...
The front fire and rapid fire.
Yeah, so 10 and then 15. This is hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Bunch of 2s. 4s or devs. Kills 6.
6 down.
Librarian.
We'll kill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Librarian. All hits. Reroll 1s. 1 dev and then 5 saves at AP -2.
Fill 2 and then the dev.
Yeah,
So kill.
See if I blow
There,
myself up.
1 wound.
I do not blow myself up. Okay. Ballistus is going to shoot all of its... I mean, I could just tank shock, I guess. No, this fell back.
Right up back there.
Yeah, Ballistus is going to shoot all its big stuff into the Wave Serpent, and then its little pew-pew gun into the Howling Banshees, I guess.
Okay.
Laz. Both hit. Just 1, AP3.
Makes it.
The missile. Both miss.
No.
Putting the miss in missile. Then the little guns. This isn't
you
above half
reroll,
strength, so twin linked. So 4, no AP.
The Exarch's wounded, so we gotta go her first. And she does not have cover. We have like 2 chicks with cover. So Exarch will die. 2 cover saves. Yeah, so you'll kill 3 chicks.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
That's it for the ballistas. The lieutenant with combi weapon is going to try its luck into the wave serpent, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe I can get a dev. Both hit. Nothing.
You do?
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I think the wave serpent's gonna move after the LT shoots him.
Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna go D6 plus 1 for 5. Which doesn't really avoid a whole lot of much. I don't think it avoids the big thing either. Yeah.
And have this on top of your dark reaping.
Yeah. Doesn't really do anything. Alright. E vibes.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot the librarian into the wave serpent and the normal terminator into the warp spider, I guess.
Okay.
Into the warp spider. I am overcharging the smite, rolling ones. Then just one dev into the warp spider. Then the
Yeah.
librarian, 5 shots. Hitting on.
Probably 3s.
I think it's 3s. Yeah.
Yeah.
One sustained though. And that's dev to finish off the wave
Yeah.
circle.
Pledge strat now works if your warlord isn't on the
No
table.
explosion.
How does that work?
And I think then it's just the suppressors. They're going to shoot everything into the Howling Banshees.
Mm-hmm.
9 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 2s. So 5 AP 1, I believe. Yeah.
The first 2 are failed. And the Autark will take 2 damage.
He is minus
Or is
1
it
to
3?
hit now. That's 2 damage.
There you go.
Then that is. I guess I'll shoot this librarian into this ranger back here.
Mhm.
Overcharge. Just 1. Hits.
Misses
Wounds.
because they're stealth.
Yeah, you're right.
Or no, because
Well-
you're +1, -1? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just 1.
Dies.
See if I blow myself up. I do not. Neat. I got 1 guy for that. Then charge phase. Going to charge these wolf guard into the Sawtark.
Or end of your shooting phase?
Oh yeah, you go ahead and do your movements shenanigans.
The dragon will just move 7. Jumping over here can charge.
Just the scouts.
Yeah, the scouts can't do it. I can't do anything about that. And then I have Dark Reapers shoot, which, yeah. Dark Reapers will go ahead and activate again.
Okay.
And we'll put. I guess my shooting Chinese is a waste of fucking time. But we'll do it anyway. We'll just shoot the Chinese.
Okay.
1 hit. 1 save, please.
I'm good.
Good talk.
Unreal. Those Terminators have been so tanky this game. It's
Charge. I
crazy.
will charge the wolf guard into the Autark. Make it with a 9.
Mhm.
6 to there. There.
Use this free strat to reroll things to hit.
Yeah.
We actually get to reroll hit rolls now because we're below half. Or let me double check if it's below half because it was 2. It's below half or below starting where they reroll hits. If you use blistering strength, you roll hits. Okay, so they all hit. And then 3s. 2 AP, 3 damage, 3.
Kill 2 guys.
Yay!
Kill that guy and that guy, I guess. Then I'll consolidate into you and swing at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. For 32 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 24 AP1.
Just 24. He's dead.
Just barely. Had to really sweat for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Then Wolfguard into the Dark Reapers back here. I'll do the fist first.
They will minus to wound.
Okay. Reroll 1s. Still wounds, so 2. AP2.
There we go.
Then the Librarian. 2 sustained. Just
3
4.
saves, and then this is not a death.
Oh yeah, no, it's the melee. I
It's
don't
the
think it is
punch.
devs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Failed
AP1.
2.
So
Yeah.
D3 damage. First one, 2. Second one,
Kills the
3.
dude. Kills the dude.
And then just consolidate into it.
Mm.
Which one of these Dark Reapers and which one are Rangers? If I just go like that, I think I could tag both of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Do that. And then scouts, last ones. I'll do the 8 close combat weapons first. Glad I have Oath, jeez. 4, no AP.
They're good.
Okay, then the sword. Glad I have Oath. 3, 1 AP.
Put a wound on the XR.
Okay. And that's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So you go ahead and do your fight backs.
Alrighty. We'll just swing at you with 12 attack. Or 15, right? Yeah. No. It's just done. Oh. 2, no AB. Alright. And then I think Rangers hit the exact same. Yeah, they do hit the exact same. If it's all the same, I will just swing the Rangers with the Reapers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because they hit the same and have the same strength. And it's just less attacks. So 1, 2. I guess it's just strikes. Three hits. 1 and no AP.
I'm good.
Okay.
And
That is all my slapbacks.
over to you. I scored Bring It Down and Engage on All Fronts.
And I will get a 5 and owe you a battle song on Reapers. They are battle shocked. Which actually means I may not score anything. I guess, yeah, they consolidate. Okay. And then Reapers are battle shocked down there, wherever the tokens
these
are.
ones, Which Weepers? Because you got
down here,
Okay.
and then the top squad is fine. All right, how do we get out of this hole? Locust and Cole. Do you give up Cole?
Terminators, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that tracks. Okay, so just kill the Terminators somehow.
Yeah. I mean, you only need to kill one, right? Kill the squad out from underneath the leader.
I've only needed to kill one for a little bit though. We're back at the 4 tokens at least. Okay. And then Locust is just not happening. Alright. Let's see if y'all can magically kill enough of these dudes for it to make a difference. You have a 4-pin one because Librarian?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, I might even overwatch you if you move up to me.
Yeah. I'll spend a token for the Berserk to move. 10.
It's an unfailable charge either way, it looks like.
There you go. Doesn't matter if you're here or not, so y'all just kind of heal. Y'all can hang out. Yeah, the dragons will fall back. Would you like to overwatch the squad of dragons that you have both on?
I do not.
There you go. Darker will just move up. Do something. Yeah, sure, we'll just walk these dudes up and be like, oh, yeah. If you want to shoot them, you can shoot them.
Might as well.
Alright.
Just one. Nothing. Then the Librarian Vortex. Just one. Rolling ones. 1 to AP. See if I blow myself up. 2.
David?
D3. Just one.
Yay, take the wound. Alright, and then that'll be the entirety of the movement. Shooting is going to be really short. We'll just shoot 5 dragons into the wolf guard.
Yep.
It doesn't matter about the special motto, so we'll just go. 2 on the emblem.
I rolled a D3 along with that, but
I mean, yeah, you made one failed one, so
yeah.
we just
Kills one.
kill a dude.
Back up.
Yep. And then Dark Reapers will just shoot, I guess, the Rhino.
Okay.
1 hit. 1 lone.
Yep.
3. Alright, Churches. We'll just Church of Desert.
Yep.
We'll charge everything else into the Wolf Guard. We'll start with Dragons. Alright, and Dark Reapers. 7. Yeah, place there. So just go right there. And do what we can get them. You have 1, so we'll just start with the Berserk of the Chinese. We'll go with the damage 3 profile again. And then I'll spend my last CP to give him reroll 1s to hit.
Okay, I'll spend a CP to give you -1 to hit, I suppose.
Okay. So hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Yeah. Made a difference, and then winning on 5s. 7. And then I don't even care to do the slaps and kicks up here, so you're just good at going.
Okay. We'll just call it there and talk it out then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get neither of these.
Yeah, it seems fair. This is not looking good for our Eldar friends over here. Oh my god. That was a dominating show by those Space Wolf Terminators.
Sabotage
twins.
and twins. I think
Absolutely
those.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll match both of those.
Kind of hyped her in Teleport Strike Grey Knights
Deployment that I
again.
can mess with, and then
Ooh, be exciting.
Container.
It'd be cool to see
You'll-
Grey Knights back in the battlefield. 100 points for NC Conroy. Hot damn.
that
Alright,
Terminators carried me there.
Yeah, that was rough. That's also why I am not a big fan of the 10-man Reaper Brick. Like, on paper, yeah, it should pick up, like, 5 Terminators. I think they killed 3?
Yeah, the Terminators went so ham on their invuln saves. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I think at one point they were like 9 for 10 or something.
The
Or,
Terminators went insane.
or like 7 out of 9 or something. It was nuts.
I was
That's
like,
just what they do, though.
I was like, I'm fine with them going in, killing your Vrain squad, and like, I didn't think they were going to kill the Wind Rider squad, but I was like, picking up like half of them and like, then dying, and that's probably the best value I'm going to get from them. Then they just like,
Yeah, they're like, what if we took your
Wind Rider
opponent's home
squad and-
objective for you?
yeah. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
No, like, the Terminators just went insane. Like, they did so good.
Mhm. I didn't even get to use whole Wolfguard squad. They were just chilling over here on the side.
They were waiting.
We're kind of cool with the whole combis.
Mhm.
Why'd you go with them instead of just Stern Guard, though? Was it a points thing, or was it to get the combat?
It's cheaper, and it's also I like that they can shoot one thing, charge into something else, and not need Oath for either.
That's fair. Yeah, because they're like 2s real 1s and then 3s real 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Sternguard I think are like 50 points more expensive for a max squad or something like that as
Oh,
well.
shit.
Like,
Okay.
I don't. Are they 220 or 210? I don't remember. But these guys are only like 170 for 10 man. So
Okay. Oh, yeah, then you can throw them in a Rhino, too, instead of not being able to change with the Stern Guard.
Yeah, that's huge. The Stern Guard can't even go into like a drop pod with an attached Librarian because
Yeah,
you have to cut one.
sorry, brother.
you pick-
Yeah.
Some out.
Hey, maybe the new drop pod will carry 11.
Hey,
They should carry 12.
I know. Yeah, it's like it's awkward because they always give it 5 wings with 2 seats each, and then they're just like, only 10. That's how many seats there are, and you're like, I guess technically that's true, but that kind of like hampers its usability in
Yeah.
most cases.
At least let a librarian sit on somebody's lap. Now, come on.
Yeah, like he'll be a badass and like stand up and like hold the bar, like the overhead bar, you know, as they shoot this thing from orbit.
Put them in with your suitcases. It's fine.
Would you carry 5 and no more? Oh my god, could you imagine?
Oh, God.
Bring
It
in
carries
by...
5, but it can carry Gravis.
Oh, all right, now we're talking. But all the Gravis units are 6, so that would be weird.
Yeah.
Just get wrecked.
That's
Gravis
why they
guys.
would do it like that. Is it only carries 5, but Gravis count is 2.
Watch it. No, it carries 5, but it combat squads you. Ooh,
That'd be spicy.
that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Yeah, I think they'd see shit tons of play. I think if that was
I
how
mean,
they
like,
worked.
what would you combat squad though in Marines at that point? I think you would combat squad. You just take in 2 5-mans anyway. Or
What if you did like Andrometer kill teams?
Okay, if you could Gravis kill team it.
Yeah, and then you
Combat
combat
squad,
squad it out, and so you get one with
Although,
all
if
the
you could
long range
combat
guns, then one with all the
squad-
melta guns.
If you could combat squad the Tacticus kill team, that'd be kind of good.
Yeah, no, that'd be good too.
200 something, and you get like half a Desolation squad plus
Mhm.
a Hellblaster squad. That could actually be good.
Yeah. I think that'd be sick. Yeah, there's things. There's things you could do.
I think it's like limited use case, but that'd be pretty cool.
Right.
I am worried about the Space Wolf Codex, but because I don't think this list is going to even remotely exist anymore, as cool as it is. But hopefully they add some cool stuff.
I mean, if the rules are half as cool as the models, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
because like those models look so good.
They are sick. Yeah.
Like the headhunters are like probably the best looking Marine unit to come out up to this point because they just got ripped, and then Logan got the Globe of the Century.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Are they taking Saints off his sled, or is he still getting it?
Probably taking them off, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it looks like he's.
Thunderbolts are surviving.
Yeah, looks like he's just on foot for now.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know. Nothing of value was
Wolf
lost.
Riding?
That thing was stupid.
Yeah, I don't think any Thunderbolts are surviving. Like, I don't think like normal Wolfguard is like maybe, hopefully, but they might be gone to replace with the new ones. Like, we have like I think close to 40 units, and they said only 20 are making it into the new one, and that's counting the new guys. So it's like,
oh shit, okay.
They're gonna have to
like Cyclops and shit are probably gone.
have to make some cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully I'll hold on to like Grey Hunters and like
Well, they're getting a kit, so for sure they're around.
Oh, they're getting a kit?
Yeah, Grey Hunters and Blood Claws both got Primarist, so they have Primarist kits now.
Oh, okay.
But
they've shown off like for Grey Hunters if they still have the weapon freedom or no?
Like the combat weapon and the bolter.
Yeah.
I actually, I don't remember off the pictures.
And then Long Fangs were y'all's Devastators?
Yeah, Long Fangs, I imagine, would get cut. They were just a Devastator squad. They weren't even a kit.
Yeah.
Well, I thought, didn't the Sergeant get a weapon?
Yeah.
Well, they could go 6 heavies instead of 4, or 5 heavies instead of 4 was the difference.
I think that was like the only difference was they got an extra gun.
Yeah. That was
Which,
basically
whenever the whole Melta Wolves was a thing in 9th was like super relevant.
Yeah, it was really
like,
good
all
for
the
sure.
Calls got it, and then the Long Fangs all just had Meltas and Grav.
Yep.
Which that list was fucking scary.
Yep. Yeah, that list ruled.
It was like 40 Melta shots.
They're keeping Terminators. Wolfguard Terminators still around. Because they have.
I don't know if they're gonna have combi weapons because whenever they talked about anything, they just said about bolters and whatever. So.
Hopefully you keep the heavy weapons at least.
Yeah, Grey Hunters. Grey Hunters definitely get chainswords and bolters.
No,
yeah, they're single-handing their bolters on their models. It's sick, actually. I guess they have they're bolt carbines. I guess is what they have. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
I like that they're all move 7 now. 7.
Okay, yeah. Hey, move 7, good.
Yeah, that's neat. Actually, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think them and the Blood Claws are both move 7 now.
Neat.
Maybe we just see Marines going to move 7.
I hope they don't make everybody. I mean, I like it when the game is faster in general, but I do like it when like the speed, the move stat is like kind of stratified a little bit.
Yeah, I think they said on the live stream that it was a specific to Space Wolf thing, but it could happen.
I mean, which also makes sense. Like if Wolves go to 7 across the board, that makes complete sense.
Yeah. Yeah, like Wolves are 7, Slash people are 7, Corn guys are 8. Okay.
White Scars 8 or 9.
White Scars go to 4.
Oh.
White Scars go to 4 and are not allowed to take bikes.
Yeah, and you can't take bikes and can't embark into transports.
Whenever I was learning the game, the reason that I played Space Wolves is as my second army was I thought White Scars were the coolest, and then I looked them up and was like, oh, they don't have anything. And then everything was like, yeah, but you can use Space Wolves in their detachment. I was like, all right, sure.
Yeah.
Close enough for me.
Yeah.
They were so cool in 9th edition too. I was kind of like mulling over. I was like, man, the 9th edition like had custom sub factions, and there was like some wild stuff you could do with like comboing them together.
Yeah.
And I was kind of missing it.
Whirlwind or Rage or whatever.
Yeah, so you could do Hungry for Battle, Whirlwind, and then you comboed it with Gilliman because you could take him in a Supreme Command detachment. So your whole army was between +2 and +4 to charge because you could cast like Swift as the Wind on them too if you were playing a White Scarred successor from your Librarians. So like you would have Terminators who would like walk 7, charge like 14 and just like be in your opponent's deployment zone. It was like wild.
What was it? The captain on bike that got like +3 attacks or something.
Yeah, there were a bunch of weird stuff you could do with bikes. My favorite thing was the 8th edition bike captain, like late 8th edition. They had an enhancement for white scars that would lock you in melee. It was a rerollable 3+, I think, that would lock you if you tried to fall back from him. And so he would just like, and then you like, there was no shooting in melee back then, so like, you just lost whole vehicles to that guy. It was crazy. He was like so wild. But like everything in White Scars could like fall back and charge whatever they wanted and stuff too. So he would just like constantly bounce around your whole army and like lock units in melee. It was wild. It was so crazy. But then if it didn't matter, if you're just like, oh, my opponent's not going to need to fall back or whatever, you could, because you could flip enhancements at the start of the game, you could flip him into like it was like +1 to wound, like hit and wound monsters and vehicles, and +1 damage on his weapon. And so he had like and then you could double enhance Space Marine captains. So like you could give him like, there's a generic one that was like +1 attack, +1 strength. So he was like a strength 9 +1 to wound Thunderhammer at AP 4 damage. It was fucking insane.
Yeah,
the dude, just
T9 didn't exist.
Yeah, like T8 was like basically the highest. Yeah, he was wounding everything on 2s. It was like hits on 2s, wounds on 2s for AP 4 damage. Fucking wild. The dude just like kill knights. Like it just, like, and that's the second one. Like if I don't need the snap captain, you switch into the dude who blows up entire vehicles by himself. Hero Hammer was a trip, dude.
All the fucking Space Marine like 8th edition codexes were just insane.
Yeah.
If the con comes out, my dream for him is to just be Murder Fang, and he could just tear through the entire army, just like one of his auras is like 6-inch pylon consolidate, and he just goes, just like let him go.
Yeah, Beast Slayer was a big one too for Space Wolves. All the old the sagas were all enhancements, so you would give them to a character, and then they would get they would turn into an aura as soon as you completed them, which is really cool. Yeah, cool. That guy was sick.
The frost weapons were like points upgrade or something at one point.
Yeah, I think it was just like an award gear option for the characters. Is like you could just take a frost version of the weapon, and then you would just pay points for it.
As long as the codex has a good amount of variety, I think there'll be some fun ahead. Because Librarius was like reignited Space Wolves for me. Because for a while I was like, they're kind of samey, and I'm getting tired of them. Going to try some different stuff. And then Librarius came out. I was like, I can make this work. I can work with this.
Yeah.
You get a Hounds of Morkite attachment.
Ooh. That'd be sick. Yeah. It'd be all Wolf Scouts and stuff.
Thousand Suns.
Make Wolf Scouts get great again.
Yeah. That's why we're releasing with Thousand Suns, just to make Hounds of Morkite crazy. Let's have some fun.
If you have the second keyword on a 2+, your unit is removed from the game. Like the Hounds look so good, but they've been so bad.
I know. Yeah, it's too bad for those
it's
guys.
It's the same thing just with Reavers though. Like Reavers look awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't do anything.
Yeah, brief period in time before they ruined the lieutenant with gun.
I don't understand they ruined the Phobos lieutenant. It wasn't even good. It was just cool. And they were just like, no fun for you. Oh, okay. Thanks, G-Dub.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the game, guys. I got your scores all input, so you are all set. NC Conroy, congratulations on taking it down, my guy.
Finally won one.
Finally got there with the Librarius, indeed. But I'm sure I'll see both of you finals table in the future as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but one can hope.
Yep. Well, cheers, guys. I'm gonna pop off. Have a good one.
You too.
You as well.
All right, chat. Let's go rating. It's nap time for me. I'm falling. I'm dying here. We are. I do have a game scheduled in a couple hours. Looks like Amon Tech is streaming a game, Orcs versus Ynnead. We have some more Ynnead action going on. I got a nice little setup. It looks like some webcams and a cat tree. Cats, let's go. But yeah, I gotta fall asleep, dude. I'm dying. So I'll see you in a couple hours. I'll play some Emperor's Children. I'll see if my brain leaks out my fucking ears. Oh my god. And have a good one, everybody. Cheers.